y'all, Mary Beth Temple here, and in this video we're going to look at the single crochet. Now, so far as stitches with height goes, that's the smallest one, but once you get the hang of single, moving up and learning the other stitches is far easier. So let's take a look at the single crochet. Okay, let's take a closer look at that single crochet. Now, most times if you're doing a section of single crochet like I did here, you'll have a chain one at the beginning of the row. Now, your exact instructions will be in your pattern, so you don't have to go crazy about that. So I'm going to take my hook, I'm going to go under both legs of the stitch. I'm going to yarn over, making sure that yarn is going from back to front. Grab that yarn and draw it through the stitch. Now I have 2 loops on my hook, 1, 2, yarn over, once again from back to front, draw it through 2. There is my completed single crochet. Let's do a few more of those. And let me pull up some more yarn. Under both legs of the stitch, so you see there's 2 legs over my hook. Yarn over from back to front, draw it through the stitch. I have 1, 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over, draw through 2. And now the stitch is complete. Through the stitch, yarn over back to front. Pull it through, yarn over, draw through 2. Now let's talk about a couple of things while we're cruising along here. One is there are instances in which you will see the instructions call for a single crochet BLO, which is back loop only. And in that case, you would work under just that leg, the back leg of the stitch, which is always the side that's away from you. It doesn't have to do with right side, wrong side of the work. It has to do with which is farther away from you while you're stitching. And if it was to say front loop, for example, FLO or front loop only, you would go under just the first one. So there are instances where that happens. But if it doesn't tell you, you're going under both legs. Now also, you will notice when I'm stitching and I'm bringing that loop through, without even thinking about it, I'm making sure that that loop, as I'm pulling it up, goes up to the fattest part of the hook, because if it doesn't, your work is going to be super tight, particularly if you're using a big hook like this one, which I'm using so you can see what I'm doing. If you work too close to the throat, see the difference in that loop? See how tight that would be? It's really hard to work in later, so make sure that you're getting your loops up onto the fattest part of the hook, because that is the part that sets your gauge. And again, most times, not every time, your pattern will tell you what to do. But most times, if I'm doing a big single crochet section like this, when I get to the end, I'm going to chain 1, turn, and then work right into that first stitch, going back in the other direction. Now, the single crochet also, it looks pretty different on the front than it does in the back. Let's take a closer look at that. I'm sorry, that was weird. I'm just trying to get my yarn out of my way so we can see what's going on here. So this is the back of a single crochet. And this is the front. So you see how on the front, the V is a little tighter, and on the back, the V is a little looser. That's fine. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. It does look different on the back of the stitch than it does on the front. Okay, that's all there is to the single crochet. And now you can move on and learn some additional stitches. And once you have those basic stitches down, you can do just about anything in crochet. So thanks so much for joining me. See you again here real soon. Bye-bye.